Approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout from Briton Ferry, we would have been given the instruction to turn right at the roundabout towards Swansea, or we may have been told to turn right, fourth exit to Swansea. Mirrors and signal to the right at this point and move across to the right hand side. Keep that indicator on to the right. Now there's no traffic light control for this entry to the roundabout. This is a Pelican crossing, so we do need to give way to the roundabout on the right. Now once it's safe to go, you're going to go across to the right and a little island's going to open up for you. You're going to stay to the left hand side of that island and follow it all the way around to the right. So we're still signalling right at this point, although we're in the left hand lane, which is very unusual. You wouldn't do that on many roundabouts. And once we get the green light to go, I want you to keep going and stay in the left-hand lane. It's really important we don't cross into the right-hand lane at this point. Still signalling right, but staying in the left lane. Now it's time to check your left mirror, signal, and we're going to exit to the left. Signal left, obviously. Now we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout, and the instruction we've been given is to turn left towards Briton Ferry. Now we don't actually have to use the roundabout for this because there is an exit slip road that bypasses the roundabout. So we'll check our mirrors to the left and signal left, and in a moment we'll be exiting the dual carriageway on the off slip. Now in front of us it's gone to 30 mph and there's a giveaway line, so we're going to turn left here, remembering to give way to the right. And once it's safe, we'll turn left and we'll check the right mirror as we move across the right-hand lane. So we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout from Port Talbot or Cardiff on the A48. We've been told to follow signs to Swansea, which is ahead. So as usual, with an ahead, we're going to stay in the left lane. You might be able to see that we can use the left lane or the middle lane, but left is always the best option. And ahead happens to be the second exit on this one. This entrance to the roundabout is traffic light controlled. So when we get the green light, off we go. Now it's the second exit we're taking, and it's really important we stay in the left-hand lane. Pupils have a habit of drifting across at this point to the right. Mirrors and signal to the left, and stay in that left-hand lane. Little left mirror check as we exit the roundabout. So again, we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout, coming across the Briton Ferry Bridge from Swansea on the A48. We've been told to go ahead to Cardiff or Aberavon or Port Talbot. Now, ahead is the left lane. Now, it happens to be the third exit Port Talbot, so we'd stay in this left lane throughout. So once we get the green light, off we go. And it's really important now we stay in that left-hand lane. Not the first, not the second, but the third. Mirrors and signal to the left to exit the roundabout. And it's now 70 mph, well, national speed limit, so 70 in a car. So now we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout from Baglan on the old road. Now, we may have been given the instruction to turn right towards Swansea, third exit, or we may have been given the instruction to go ahead towards Swansea, third exit. Either way, I would use the left-hand lane and treat it as an ahead. No traffic light control on this entrance to the roundabout, so you need to give way to the right-hand side, traffic from the right, as is the case with all roundabouts. And we're going to move across and stay in the left-hand side. Now, we're not going to exit at the next exit directly in front of us. It's actually the one to the right of that. So at this point, I would put my right-hand signal on just to confirm that we're not leaving at the next exit. So as we come around, it's very important we stay on the left-hand lane. Mirrors and signal to the left again. And exit the roundabout as usual. Don't forget your observation. Now we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout on the A48 Briton Ferry Bridge from Swansea. Now the instruction we've been given is to go ahead the second exit towards Baglan. Now there's no signpost to show us that, but ahead second exit would usually be the left lane. So no need to signal at this point, lights are green. I'm going to stay in that left lane. Now mirrors and signal to exit the roundabout, and off we go. Again, we're approaching the Briton Ferry Roundabout, coming across the Briton Ferry Bridge on the A48 from Swansea. Now the instruction we've been given is to turn right towards the Quays, fourth exit. So we've checked our mirrors and come across to the right already at this point, and signalling right. The busier the road is, the sooner you want to come across, really. Now we've been told to turn right towards the Quays. The Quays is the direction for locals of where the rubbish tip would be. So we're still signalling right at this point, and we're going to enter the roundabout. Now you'll see a little lane open up to the right. I want you to move across that white line and now stay tight to the left of that line, exactly the same as this learner driver in front of us. So we're going to leave at the next exit. So mirrors and signal to the left, following this learner driver. Switch that indicator off so people don't think we're turning left into the auctions.